Okay, so I normally don't do videos on stuff like this because it's kind of a direct conflict of interest, but in the same time, this one's kind of interesting. Now, a couple of my suppliers in the past have sold bird feeder cameras at a quarter of the price, but I didn't test them. But this one here, it actually looks fairly decent. They have pretty decent reviews. Currently, it's almost $200. It's 199 bucks, which seems a little bit pricey, but at the same time, it is a security camera, and I'm just wondering, it says 11,000 different species here that it will recognize, but nowhere does it say chipmunks, squirrels, deer, and people. But I'm sure it does on the inside. It's 2.4 gigahertz. It's not technically rated to our temperature, but technically nothing is when it comes to our temperature. Maybe now you'll be able to see it. But at the same time, it's an interesting toy, you could say. There's a better view what it should look like. Bird identification, 2.5K camera. So that's going to be 5 megapixel, solar charger, IP66, real-time notifications, color night vision. And I already pulled it out of the box quickly here. What I like, which no other battery camera really has anymore, is a detachable antenna. Which means we should be able to put this thing close to 1,000 feet from our network, roughly. Everything's still wrapped up here. There's a little camera, USB-C, USB-C, and the solar panel here is a standard USB-C solar panel, and actually has a user manual. I wonder how, I'm not going to really, it actually has pictures, and it actually seems to be a decent user manual. I'll look at this a little bit better later, but unboxing is going to be very simple. I don't think I'll show any more than this. Looks to be about a 5 dB antenna, might be a 4, maybe a 3, but other than that, I guess I'll set it up and use it for a couple weeks and then give you my honest feedback. We'll see. Okay, so it's been a while. I just finally got this guy outside. The one thing I do notice that I kind of don't like is that the charging cable goes on the top of the camera instead of the bottom of the camera, but I mean, it does have a lid here. Mounts pretty kind of sturdy. I mean, it's not too bad. I am pressing pretty hard. Now, there is screws here that it comes with to put in here that I do not have in place. I'm purposely leaving those guys out because if a deer happens to jump up on it, which it's exactly 6 feet high, I would kind of hope that the deer would be able to, you know, knock the bracket off before it breaks it. So it is adjustable, so I can loosen this one here right out, and then the camera will actually swivel side to side, so I could kind of choose the different direction I want it in. But for now, I'm leaving it straight. I'll probably have to do that off camera now because I got my cords just temporarily wrapped up behind there. Oh, no, I can get it. Okay, so I don't have to tighten those up too much, but overall, just got a little bit of bird food in there, and it seems like a pretty neat setup. I'll leave it going for a while, and we'll see how it goes. Don't you pee on that, Proxy. I don't think we'll get any friends back if you do. Wow, I just can't believe it's all melting so quick. Yesterday, I was walking on top of this snow hill without even sinking in whatsoever. I'll probably see my footprints going up there. Yep, there's my footprints. Let's see. Well, yeah, she's sinking in today. Yeah, that's not happening today. You know, Proxy, if you run like a crazy dog and your paw sinks in and it gets twisted, you'll be squealing. It's not so melted over here in the shade, but okay, Poo Poo. That's enough for today. Meow. 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 Well, this bird feeder has been pretty interesting. So you do need cloud storage, which means a monthly fee if you wanted to be able to record. And well, no, you could record onto a micro SD, but if you wanted to identify the birds, you do need a cloud service. It does a good job at blue jays. No birds have been on it today because we just had a little bit of fresh snow. Overall, it's fairly decent. To be honest, I had only like 10-15 birds land on it because we do feed the birds in other spots. So with more testing, I'm sure it would be good, but feed the birds on the platform here. And got a camera up on the tripod there, and some of them aren't birds. Some of them happen to have 4 legs and like chewing on stuff. But yeah. So, but other than that, I think I'm going to end the video on that camera. It's been decent. Don't have any complaints about it other than the odd time that the AI just doesn't say it's the right bird, but that's pretty rare. Again, right now all we have is chickadees and a few other things on there, but so far, like, picture quality is awesome. It's nice and focused up close and everything, so can't go too wrong for that. But might have some other videos on some other stuff coming soon. Not too sure. We'll have to see. But let's just say I might have got the Temu bug. Yeah, I might have spent a fair bit on that. Literally, this is only half of it.